Hello everybody and welcome to the John Majacy Academy as we have the Reading Rockets versus the London Cavaliers. Starting fives are in already. Reading Rockets have Amber Thompson, Chrissy Karpova, Safi Jarju, Millie Day and Alana Malone starting off today, and the London Cavaliers have Marashi Karumba Roberts, Subu Bharati, Hannah Price, Yasin Belmabai and Santi Mooney starting for the Thames Valley for London Cavaliers. No longer the Thames Valley Cavaliers, now officially the London Cavaliers after their rebrand. Both teams currently struggling for a little bit of form. London Cavaliers just 5 and 6, Reading Rockets 1 and 11. So important fixture for both of these teams. We'll be wanting to add another win to their tally. And we are just 10 seconds away from tip-off. Coaches Robbie Connell and Joanne Potero-Luque having their final words for their teams. Giving those final instructions. The scout is done. The team is prepped. So it's those final reminders and messages, getting the players ready for the start of the first quarter. We are aware there are a couple of technical difficulties. So we are doing our best to sort that out. It should be all good to go very shortly. Crew Chief Haisong and umpire Andrade De Leon are officials today. Referees are happy. Ball is up and we are underway. London Cavaliers get the first possession. Great defense from Day. But still, Cavaliers managed to get an inside look. Mooney with the feed. And 2 points are good for Belmabai. So that gets our scoreboard ticking over. Karpova pass ball ahead. Lovely find from Thompson to Jarju. Thompson did have the opportunity to take the layup, but does decide to pass it off. See a lovely little feed here on the replay. We are upgrading here at the John Majacy Academy. Multiple cameras for you. And a big shot, just a 2 for Karpova, but nice for Rockets to tie it up already and get this score off and running. Coach Potero-Luque wants to push off on Karumba Roberts. Bharati. Hand off to Karumba Roberts, passes ball inside. Belmabai will play 1v1. Malone walls up well, but not enough. 2 points are good. Back in possession of Reading Rockets. Day. Could have a chance for Malone to go back at that matchup, but decides to kick it out. Karpova can't get her second shot to go. Lovely little crossover from Rumba Roberts, goes all the way to the rim, can't get the left-hand finish to go. Rockets looking to push the pace here with more transition opportunities. Day drives, stops and pops. No good from the mid-range. This inbound Mabai with all 4 points for the Cavaliers at the moment. So they may look to continue to go to her early as Day manages to get the easy layup of a wonderful back cut. Great find from Jarju. And Roberts clearly playing as a leading guard here for the Cavaliers. And again, a good look inside as they continue to go to Belma by. Will be a foul on Thompson. Hasn't missed just yet. A chance for her to try and make a couple from the free throw line. Can't get the first to go. Again, the proper upgrade here at Domodeski Academy. Cameras at all angles. And she gets the second to go. So again, another lead here for the Cavaliers. They want to try and assert their dominance early against the Rockets team. Only 1 and 11 so far. They can't get the layup to go. Barati will push the pace. And it's an early 3 from Price, but she gets it to go from the right wing. Not a bad way to get your shooting off and running. And extends that lead to 4. Rockets will want to try and keep this close for as long as possible. Won't want the Cavaliers to go on a comfortable little run and get themselves ahead early. Price again, just hit one. Can't get the second to go. It's a great rebound from Karimba Roberts, who sells the contact and get 2 shots at the line. Foul on Jarju. You can see already Platero Luque asking his players to come in and have a conversation. Clearly not happy with something, probably on the defensive end. You can see number 10, Santi Mooney, lining up for the free throw, a former Reading Rocket. Someone that will be very used to the JMA rims. And talking of Mooney, he came in early, so it will be a lane violation. It'll be a Reading Rockets ball. Day brings up the ball. Passes to Malone. Handoff, gives it back, and not on the same page as Amber Thompson. And that will be a Cavaliers ball. So a bit of a breakdown offensively there for the Rockets. And again, another good take, strong take from Karimba Roberts, but couldn't get the layup to go, couldn't get a foul called. Very soon after her strong start, 5 points to her name already, and a big block from Hannah Price on Thompson's layup. Good decision to go up strong for the layup, but even better defense. So Reading with a chance to try and get something easy off the baseline inbound, and Malone gets a bit of contact, but no foul called. Price. See Belma by ceiling deep to the rim, and that'll be a 3-second call, just camped in the... Will have wanted that even earlier. Always good to get your bigs running the floor, rim running, ceiling early, try and get a quick look before the defense sets, before the defense can find a coverage to try and force a more difficult shot or a difficult catch as Day just weaves her way to the rim. Important 2 points for her. She gets another 2 to her name. 4 points for Millie Day already in this one. Barati offloads to Mooney, and Mooney lays it in off the backboard. Gets the Cavaliers on 11, double digits for them. Only 3.5 minutes in. Left-hand drive from Day to Malone. Passes to Thompson. Thompson rejects the ball screen. Easy left-hand layup. Doesn't miss those. Both teams scoring at a pretty good rate here. Defense, the call for both teams at the moment. And again, another miscommunication from the Reading Rockets as will be a black ball off the missed shot from Barati, but tipped out of bounds by the team in red. And we have our first entrance into the game from 16-year-old Tanya Dillon. She's making her impact on the WNBL. 18.5 minutes average from her, 5.5 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. So a really impressive opening season from her. Starting point guard for the JMA WABL team and under-18 Premier Girls team. And again, Belma by 2 shots at the line, continues to look to assert her dominance, but again, misses 1 from the line. That's 1 of 3 from the free throw line now. She'll want to get this second one to go. Does get the second to go, so 50% from her. And a good idea from Karpova, but Malone not ready for the pass. That'll go out of bounds. Another turnover as well for the Reading Rockets. Giving up a few cheap ones, 4 already. They want to keep that number down. Day pressing full court. Does a great job forcing Karimba Roberts to turn, but does manage to find some space off the pick and roll. And it is a missed pass. Better defense on Belma by. And a foul call on Tracy Adegoki, who had just done a great job of getting in front of Belma by to force the turnover on the possession before, but then gets called for a block on the next possession. Potero Luque currently asking about the call and wanted a backcourt violation on the call for 4. Fouls to manage as well here for the Reading Rockets. They're on 4 team fouls. The London Cavaliers on just 1. Quite a long conversation going on here between head coach and lead official. Price switches to free throw. Foul called by Moises Andrade. And he signaled 2 shots, so must have felt that Dillon was in her gather. Started her 2 steps to the rim. Younger players always good. Get those nerves out early, try and get a point or 2 on the board. So she'll want to try and get at least one of these. minutes, nothing on the first shot. But Dylan banks a second, so that will get her first point on the board, settle some nerves. Mooney. To Price, gets it back on the pass and cut. Belma by. Couldn't find a look, so kicks the ball back out to Morrissey. They reset the possession. There's only 4 seconds left. Belma by is going to have to force something up. Can't get it to go front rim. Dylan. Misses the layup. And Karpova will fumble the ball out of bounds. So we're getting Cavaliers here with a chance to bring out the playbook. Rockets currently in a 2-3 zone. So we'll see what head coach Robbie Connell's come up with as a solution to this. Good defense from Day, manages to block the 3-point shot. Last tip off of the black jersey, so that is going to be a Rockets end-line possession. Cara Dillon. And loose pass from Karpova. Another turnover for Reading. They need to manage those. Mooney gets blocked by Guerrero Rainford, but it's a Price rebound and a foul called. So that'll be Rockets' 5th team foul. As Guerrero Rainford gets caught reaching. That'll be 2 shots, and any further fouls for the last 2 minutes and 48 seconds will continue to result in free throws. Adegoke is going to take a breather. Malone back in. Rockets continuing to rotate their 8. Cavaliers just running a six-player rotation at the moment. And Price gets the second to go as well. So 7-point advantage and another turnover from the Reading Rockets. It's a good idea to try and push the paint. Important for them, a team struggling to score the ball a little bit this season, so important to try and get some easy ones in transition and just keep that scoreboard ticking over. But that is now a 7th turnover for the home team. Cavaliers with 4 of their own as well. Managed them a little bit better since Rockets have gone into this 2-3 zone. Day closes all the way out, and that's an out of bounds called on Jackson on her first couple of possessions. She's recently into the game, so early turnover for her. Day, the matchup of Belma by, accepts the screen from Malone, drives left hand, kicks to Dylan. Dylan, baseline drive. Can't get it to go, but gets it back off the loose pass. Day trapped in the corner. Good hands from Price, and that'll be a Reading Rockets ball. And back in is Guerrero Rainford, as Dylan will now take a breather as Otero Luque gets the board out. Just goes over some strategy with her. Mia Thompson, her first couple of minutes in this one, gets an assist as Karpova drains the corner 3. And we go from a 7-point game to a 4-point game. Neither team willing to give up a big advantage in the first quarter. Rockets scrambling in their zone, trying to force Cavaliers into some longer possessions. Price, 10 points to her name already. Can't add 3 more onto that. And Belma By gets tied up. And the call is a travel. Head coach Connell a little bit frustrated that there wasn't a foul called on that one. The crew chief Hassan will go over and discuss the call with head coach Robbie Connell. So always appreciated by coaches when you have experienced officials explain their reasoning. Both coaches have had an explanation each so far, and both will be very grateful for that. Day to Malone. Swings to Thompson. Thompson comes off the screen. Back to Karpova. And it's a tipped ball and a Rockets ball. So right in the corner here for the inbound, as Price will get a well-earned rest. She gets her first sub. And back in comes Subu Bharati. Here Thompson gets stripped by Bharati on the first possession. Goes all the way to the rim, lots of contact, and a travel call. Coach Connell really frustrated with that one. Bharati did get a couple of bumps on the way to the rim, but referees decide it's legal, so it will be a Reading ball and a turnover for the Cavaliers. Meanwhile, down the other end, Day now gets tied up. Similar thing. Now Coach Portero Luque not very happy that a foul wasn't called. So equals itself out. Both teams with an extra turnover and less fouls to manage, and the Cavaliers get a chance to have another go at attacking this 2-3. Jackson swings. The ball goes all the way around to Bharati. Jackson now wide open. Can't get the three to go on the front rim. Karpova rebounds and outlets. Day has a 1v1. Can't make anything of it. Tries to throw the ball inside to Malone. And an offensive foul called on Malone as Bharati hits the deck. Got a replay. We'll have another look at that one. He's in the paint for a while, just turns. A bit too much contact on the pivot. Might have even had a little knock with the elbow. And Malone will get called for the offensive foul. Bharati making an impact in her first minute after coming back into the game for the first time. Bharati tries to continue that, can't get the three to go. Day pushes the ball ahead. Jackson forces her to the sideline. Day kicks it back to Karpova. Swings the ball to Jarju. Swings to Guerrero Rainford, who asks for the screen. 6 seconds on the clock. Rockets trying to make something happen here. Gets stripped. 1.5 seconds left. Couldn't get the three-point shot to go. And that is the end of the first quarter. A 4-point advantage to the Cavaliers. Reading having to manage 5 team fouls for quite a significant portion of the first quarter. So they'll be relieved to have that team foul count reset. Cavaliers with just 2 fouls so far, so not as much to manage for them. It's just Malone on 2 fouls so far in the game. So Coach Portero Luque will again just want to try and manage her minutes. And of course, with the presence of Yasin Belmabai down the other end, who started off really strong in this one. She's got 6 points and 2 rebounds already. So the size and strength of Malone really beneficial for the Reading Rockets. But it is Hannah Price leading all scorers, 10 points to her name. 1 of 6 from 3, but confidently shooting the ball and making all of her foul shots. So she has had a turnover-less game. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 0 turnovers, and a block to go to her name. And Amber Thompson, Karpova, and Day with 5 and 4 points apiece. So a good start for both teams on the scoring front. Defense is the call for both. Scoring slowed down a little in that last 5-minute period. But both coaches, I'm sure, will be discussing how to try and continue to get a few stops in a row. Coach Connell will be needing to go over his zone plans with his team, as Reading are currently in that 2-3. They've done a really good job. The Cavaliers are forcing turnovers on the Rockets. 11 turnovers in the first quarter from Reading. So I'm sure that'll also be a point of emphasis for Coach Joan Portero Luque, who will be wanting to go over with his his team about just managing that and making sure that they're not giving up possessions. It's the problem when you have turnovers. You give the other team extra chances to score, more chances than you'll have. Only 13 shots for the Rockets, whereas the Cavaliers only have 6 turnovers to their name, and they're currently sitting just 6 of 20 from the field, which might be a low percentage, but they've done such a great job of forcing mistakes on the defensive end that they've had more opportunities to score on the offensive end. And a bit of acrobatics from Mia Thompson, who does miss the 3, but manages to keep it in bound. Unfortunately, it's the Cavaliers that come up with it for her, so Barati can't get the 3 to go. Cavaliers really looking to try and shoot 3s to break the zone. Might be worth trying to get a few more looks inside for them. Jarju drives left-hand floater, and it's good. And we have a 2-point game here. So leading scorer Price with the ball. Swings through Karumba Roberts all the way around to Barati. Again, another 3 from the Cavaliers and another opportunity for Rockets to rebound. 1 of 9 from the 3-point line so far, the London Cavaliers, and it will be a missed shot from Day and a chance for the Cavaliers to inbound after neither team managed to come up with the rebound. Santi Mooney drives all the way down the sideline, and it's an out of bounds called. She wants a foul, but no foul called. Connell asking her instead to pass the ball ahead. Good job from Reading managing to trap. If you've got 2 on you, that means someone else in your team doesn't have a defender on them, so important to try and look passing the ball ahead. And Guerrero Rainford gets lots of contact. That'll be a foul on number 15, Emma Bush. So it'll be 2 shots at the line for Guerrero Rainford, someone that you don't want to give too many opportunities at the line, a player that can get really hot. She's yet to score, but does average 18.5 points, so a player that if she gets hot will really start to make a bigger and bigger impact for the Rockets. Gets the first to go, second foul shot coming up. So we enjoy a really nice little camera angle from the baseline. Our media team doing an amazing job as always, trying to make sure we get as many of our women's games streamed and available to all of you as possible. Doing all they can to try and get you replays, different camera angles, commentary. So great job from them. Now Rockets have an opportunity here after the turnover down the other end from the Cavaliers. Graham Rainford comes off the pick and roll, kicks it back to the left, up over, and foul called on Mooney. Jeez. Santi not very happy with the call. Feels like she managed to get all the way in front. Rainford inbounds the ball to Kopova, has a foot on the line, and there's nothing but air on the shot. Velma Bai looks past her, it's the right thing to do, but Mia Thompson alert to it, past the Day, wide open opportunity for Guerrero Rainford, and banks it in. And not only does that force Coach Robbie Connell into a timeout, but it gives Reading their first lead of the game, 21 points to 19. And a slow start for the Cavaliers, struggling to get some looks against that zone. Coach Connell will almost certainly be talking about trying to get some better looks against the zone, maybe try and put the ball into the short corner, the high post, or maybe straight into the low post. Try and get the zone to collapse. If you're going to shoot a 3, always best that it comes after an inside pass. You want that ball to go inside, force the defense to all come and help, and then when you kick it out, lovely little 3-point opportunity and a better angle to the rim as well. Get to see the rim the whole way into your catch. As at the moment, the ball is being swung around really nicely by the Cavaliers, but it's not quite managing to find that inside look. So a challenge here for them to solve. Meanwhile, Rockets will be happy with their start to the second quarter. Still on 11 turnovers, so doing a better job of looking after the ball, and looking after the ball means they get more shots, more chances to score, less opportunities for the Cavaliers to get out in transition or have opportunities for them to try and get some points on the board with extra possessions. When you're a team that's struggling to get results, the last thing you want is to continuously have less field goals than your opposition. So Moody inbounds, and Reading coming out with a little 1-2-1-1 press. Cavaliers do a really good job of managing it. Barati has a chance from the corner, but gets caught shuffling her feet on the catch. And it will be a Reading Rockets ball. And that's not what you want straight out of a timeout. Guerrero Rainford swings to Jarju, cuts through. Jarju offloads to Day. Day comes off the pick and roll, loses it, and that's their first turnover of the first quarter. As Mooney does a great job managing to win the possession for their team. A second turnover in a row for the Rockets, so a high tally continues. 13 turnovers for them in this one. Mooney will inbound the ball. They pass it into Karimba Roberts. Great job from the Cavaliers to find a middle pass, but a poor pass from Belma Bai means that the wide open layup opportunity was not taken. And Barati drains a three, a needed bucket for them as they regain the lead. Need a stop here. Cannot give Rockets a chance to get this lead back. They've worked really hard, Reading, to get that advantage, so they want to try and regain it here as Graham Rainford goes all the way to the rim. Gets caught reaching, and it'll be 2 shots at the line. And just like that, Guerrero Rainford goes from a scoreless game to 4 points and 2 opportunities at the line here to extend that. Sharing being scored amongst 6 players so far for the Reading Rockets. Only 4 players for the Cavaliers on the point stats so far. And Guerrero Rainford gets 1 of 2 to drop, so it's a tied game. Next bucket gives that team the lead. Price didn't need to make the pass, needed to engage the defender first. Whenever you have a 2v1 situation, you always got to wait till the defender commits before you offload the ball. Price just gets caught trying a little too hard to make that pass and shoots it high. And talking of shooting the ball nice and high, Graham Rainford with a lovely arc on that last shot, and that gives her 3 more points added to her tally and 8 points to her name in this one. Mooney kicks the ball out and answered back with a 3 of her own. Karimba Roberts drains it, and that's her first field goal. And we are back and forth in this one. 25 points each. Reading Rockets with all 5 fouls to give. Cavaliers with 3 already on the team fouls. So again, another opportunity for 2 coaches to try and find the secret magic that will give their team a bit of an advantage. Find a way of going on a quick run. We know basketball's a game of runs. Well, that next one could be really important. If the Rockets can get one here and just take some pressure off themselves, get themselves to a comfortable little lead at halftime, that will do their confidence wonders going into the second half as they chase their second National League win of the season. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers will want to try and get a .500 record. They're 5-6, so they'll be really wanting to try and get their 6th National League win of the season. After recently, of course, being knocked out of the semi-finals of the National Cup. As Brent Bulls managed to get a win over them and fell short at the final. Well, now the Cavaliers have a chance to rebuild that momentum, as they'll want to try and put the pressure back on Rockets and try and give themselves that confidence we were just talking about, that all-important halftime confidence, just giving them a bit of a boost as they seem to be coming out in a 1-3-1 full-court press here. So something for Rockets to try and manage. We want to try to get open and available ahead, but Mooney does an absolutely great job at forcing a poor pass from Thompson, and both teams are a little bit confused here. As the Cavaliers thought Gray Rainford got a touch, as did her teammates, but Gray Rainford adamant she didn't, and umpire one, Moises Andrade, agrees with her, gives the ball to Reading. Gray Rainford can't get the three to go. Barati struggling a little bit from the field, but having a good game nonetheless, making her impact known on the defensive end with a steal. Got a few turnovers, but also got 3 assists to her name. Malone passes, Thompson accepts the screen, drives, left hand, kicks the ball back out. Malone, Mia Thompson swings the ball to Gray Rainford, 8 on the shot clock. Lovely little spin move, and can't get the left hand to go. Gray Rainford, loose pass, but a reset shot clock, and no backcourt called. And a missed three from Jarju, gets her own rebound. Cavaliers giving up multiple possessions here. Mooney comes up with the rebound, passes the ball ahead. Karimba Roberts goes all the way to the rim, gets fouled by Malone. That's her 3rd personal foul. That's a chance for Karimba Roberts to get 2 shots at the line. Really important ones as the game has remained tied last minute and so seconds, but Malone with fouls to manage. 3 personal fouls, 2 more, and she is out of this one. So she'll probably have to sit now until the 3rd quarter. First one's good. Arashi Karimba Roberts, who also gets the second to go, and Mooney will now have to take a breather. Good minutes from them in this one. Teresa Jackson comes back into the game. Gray Rainford tries to break the press by herself and does a good job. Passes to Amber Thompson, who kicks to Jarju. Jarju screens Gray Rainford, swings to Day. Day makes the extra pass to Mia Thompson. Barati hounding Thompson. And there's 1 second on the shot clock. Day from way downtown can't get a shot to go. And again, it's that girl, Barati, getting after it, getting another board. 5 rebounds to her. Belma by. It's a lovely little teardrop to go, and that extends their lead to 4. And now forces an out of bounds. Another turnover on the Reading Rockets. That is now their 15th turnover in this one. Cavaliers with 12 of their own. I wonder if it could be not only the team that can go on a run, but the team that can look after the ball a little bit better. And too many loose passes and mistakes dribbling the ball up the court for both teams. Gray Rainford comes off the pick. Jarju gets contact, misses the layup. Jackson to Belma by. To the ball to Price, who makes the extra pass to Karimba Roberts, who far too easily gets that middle drive. And the Thompson just didn't quite get her feet ready to defend that one and force a sideline baseline, so it was an easy right-hand layup at the rim. Thompson looks to make up for it, can't get the 3 to go as it hits the inside of the left side of the rim. Jackson passed the ball ahead. Barati decides to shoot an early one in transition. Again, Cavaliers not doing a great job at getting inside looks. Loads of early 3s from them. That's just halted their run. They're on a 6-0 advantage. Didn't need to shoot an early one, just using more of the shot clock there. Could have given them an 8 or 9 point run in the last couple of minutes, but shoot the early one, and despite the Rockets' rebound, they do step out of bounds, and the ball will go back in favour of the London Cavaliers. So that is the home team's second timeout as Portero Luque decides that he needs a minute with his team. So a chance for Coach Robbie Connell to play a bit of chess here and maybe come up with something a bit different. Now that Portero Luque has no more opportunities to talk to his team, could he maybe continue to play his 1-3-1 zone or change up some rotations on the defensive end? Look at maybe defending that pick and roll a little bit differently, or is he happy with the way his team are defending? Rockets not scored in the last 2.5, 3 minutes, so good things are happening and maybe no need to change anything up, and it could just be a conversation about putting the ball in the basket down the other end. Cavaliers bench a little bit fuller now, as we had two late arrivals, Gamu Nukabodo and Boo Morrissey, both coming from the Cavaliers Division 2 fixture. So they are now extra reinforcement on the bench if Coach Connell feels they are needed. End line ball here for the Cavs. Exciting rebrand from them, no longer the Thames Valley Cavaliers, now the London Cavaliers. Dillon back into the game trying to put some ball pressure on. Day comes up with a rebound. Day drives, gets it tipped but regains it before passing the ball out. Jarju to Dillon. Decides to drive despite not having any ball pressure. Probably needed to square up and just try and get a defender to come out before attacking. Ends up driving into trouble and thankfully gets a foul called in her favour. Here she is again, Dillon. Karpova. Guerrero Rainford pops on the screen, decides to shoot. Can't get it to go, and Day gets the rebound. Kicks to Dillon, her teammate, the two under-18s working together here, both doing a great job this season, making their impact known in Division 1. Roberts knows she got away with a bit of a double dribble there, but ends up being a turnover anyway, and Guerrero Rainford gets the transition layup to go. So that'll relieve some pressure off of Reading. They'd struggled to score for the last 3 minutes, so good for them to get 2 points added to their tally. Belma Bai continues to be a challenge for the Rockets defense. And it's been called a Cavaliers ball. Looked like it came off a Rockets block there, but the referee had a much better view than I did. Dillon. Cavaliers going into that predicted zone. Playing the 2-3. Trapping Day, and that'll be a jump ball call, and they continue to have a bit of afters. And it will be a Cavaliers ball on the jump ball arrow, so Cavaliers ball. Cavaliers did a really good job. 3 fouls early in the second quarter. We've only had one since in the last 5 minutes. So no team foul drama to manage, although any more fouls from now on will be 2 shots as long as they're defensive fouls. Day in out dribble. Barati again, phenomenal defense from her. Super impressive on the defensive end and making a real impact. And another turnover for the Reading Rockets. Their tally now at 18. Three no good from Price. I'd like to see the Cavaliers just look to be a little bit more patient. You'd love to have your shooters be confident, but at the moment, lots of 3-point shots being taken early in the clock. Reading Rockets playing a zone, meaning there's always going to be 3-point shots available with good ball movement, so I think more inside looks needed for them. Rainford gets the skip pass. Karpova open at top of the 3, and ball slips out of her hands on the overhead pass. Barati loses it. Guerrero Rainford will get 2 easy ones, and it's a 2-point game. So again, Cavaliers doing a wonderful job on the defensive end of forcing turnovers, but then can't keep possession afterwards. Foul called on Cara Dillon. Barati. Wonderful left-hand pass to Jackson, who makes the extra pass, and the 2 points are good for Eddie Morrissey. That's her first 2 points of the game. Day swings to Jarju. Jarju to Karpova. Uses the screen from Jarju. Rhea Rainford back to Karpova. Cavaliers zone. Really working for them as Dylan manages to go all the way to the rim, then loses it. And it's a turnover again from Cavaliers. Jarju can't get the layup to go. And again, a long pass, and it's yet another turnover as Emma Bush couldn't get the ball. And you see Karpova saying to her team, we have time, don't need to rush. And I can imagine both teams will want to be saying at halftime about looking after the ball. Karpova, Adegoke, she's only had a minute 48 so far, but she's back in now, trying to make an impact in the last 30 seconds of this one. Rhea Rainford can't get the three to go, and there's only 19 seconds left on the game clock. And instead of looking after the ball, the Cavaliers turn the ball over, and Dylan makes a young mistake there in jumping as she tries to pass, and lands on 2 feet before passing the ball. So that is a travel called, and both teams again continue to suffer from turnovers. Morrissey passes inside to Bush, and Dylan comes up the loose ones. That be turnover called on the Cavaliers, and then a turnover on the Reading Rockets. And with 1 second left, Barati could not get the three to go. So that is it for the first half. Reading Rockets on 29 points and the London Cavaliers on 33. Rhea Rainford leading all scorers with 12, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, so 33% from her. Only 2 turnovers, which is something that she's done a great job of just leading and calming her team, but 3 rebounds to go with it, and a steal and a block. So Rhea Rainford, good 14 minutes so far in this one. Meanwhile, for the Cavaliers, Price already ahead of her 6.6 points per game average, as she's on 10 already, with healthy contributions from Belle Mabai and Karumbu Roberts. And we will now have our halftime break, and we will join you again on stream in just about 10 minutes. And we are back. Second half underway. Rockets starting with Karpova, Jarju, Malone, Day, and Amber Thompson. Rather Cavaliers with Marathi, Mooney, Price, Velma Bai, and Karumbu Roberts. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Day trying to make something happen. Get some space. Lovely little right-hand floater. And it's a 2-point game. After that, good start. Day, good hands on the defensive end. Karumbu Roberts wide open. Pass inside to Mooney. See Rockets fully collapsing inside. This is when you then look to kick the ball out. You play inside to out. Something that Cavaliers did a great job in the first half, but better from them trying to force the ball inside a little bit. Karpova. Day. Screen from Malone. Oh, Velma Bai. Wasn't short of contact through the screen on that one, but no foul call. Malone kicks to Day. Day, 1 second left, has to throw it up. And again, end of the shot clock, gets it to go. And it's a tied game, so immediately Cavaliers lose their 4-point advantage. They need to get something to go now. Do not want Rockets to not only take away their lead, but gain one of their own. Side to Velma Bai. To Price. Back into Velma Bai. Good little 1v1 for her. And Malone swats it away and comes up with the loose ball. Day loses it. And a lovely through the legs pass to Velma Bai from Karumbu Roberts. A proper captain's assist, that one. Get down on the floor, down and dirty, pass it through the legs to a wide open layup for their star big. Karpova, hounded by Barati. Crosses the ball over, handoff to Thompson. Thompson drives, kicks to Jarju. Jarju has to throw it up with 1 second left. Can't get it to go. Karpova now with it. Uses the screen from Malone, offloads to Millie Day. Millie Day drives, dumps off to Malone, to Karpova, who shoots from way behind the 3-point line and is off on the shot. Karumbu Roberts pass out to Price. Price short on the 3. Karumbu Roberts comes up with it, and a foul call on number 10, Millie Day. Day currently on 8 points, 4 rebounds to go with her 3 assists, 1 steal and 1 block. Averages just under 11 points per game. Really good season for her in Division 1. Myself and Dylan with an away fixture tomorrow as they continue to play for the Under-18 Premier and WNBL squads. Karumbu Roberts gets both to go. She's now on 10 points, and not only is she on double digits, but she's regained that 4-point advantage for her team. Thompson, loose pass, but still manages to keep it in the red jerseys. Jarju gives it to Malone. Malone swings to Karpova. She shot one from that far last time out, and that one misses everything except the backboard. And they managed to get a rebound and miss the open layup. So Cavaliers now with a chance to extend their lead. Another early 3. Barati chucks one up a little too early, which gives Rockets chances to try and score. Gets away with an extra step, and Karpova manages to hit that 3. That puts her on 8 points and 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. Thompson with a lovely pass forward to Karpova, who smokes the open layup. Price to Barati. Good, slows the game. You can hear head coach Connell saying control, control, slow the game down. Now they'll try and find a way to get the ball inside, but ends up shooting a long 3. Rockets trying to sort of bait the Cavaliers into taking those shots. As Jarju has come up worse for wear on that last possession. You can see she's got that left knee brace on, so that is not a good sign for the Rockets. And Guerrero Rainford will come in instead. That's a big miss for them. Jarju, not someone that lights up the stat sheet, but does so many other things. A really reliable player, and in fact today had a really good start with 5 rebounds and assists, a steal, a block, 2 points as well, and not a single turnover, which has been rare to say the least in this one. One of only 3 players to have stepped on the court and not had a turnover to their name. I'm not sure what we're waiting for at the minute, or we're just taking some time off the clock. Umpire Moises Andrade must have noticed that the clock was not running for a couple of seconds when the injured player went down. Good to see that Jarju is up on her feet whilst her team is making layups on the court, and a 4th foul called on Malone. She can't believe she's been called for that one, as on Mooney's drive. That's her 4th personal, and the issue is with Jarju out, there's not as many options for rotation. Thankfully, Tracy Adegoke will come in, and Malone again now. She had to wait until the second half, and now it's going to have to probably wait until the 4th quarter before she gets her next minute. And Adegoke gets called for the foul. Andrade calls the push. They must have felt that Adegoke was moving forward on the wall up. Coach Portero Luque disagrees. Rockets not quite lined up correctly. The free throw. Referees allow it. Lined up better on this second one. Mooney misses the first, but makes the second. Over comes off the screen from Adegoke. Swings to Day. Barati. A little bit sore off the strong screen from Adegoke. Rockets now up by 2. And we saw Cavaliers benefit from an 8-0 run earlier on, but Rockets have chipped and chipped and chipped away, and now they have the lead. So we're promising a really exciting end to this one with the way this is going, unless one of these 2 teams can get an advantage in the last 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Mooney manages to get a rebound off Velma Bai's miss and 2 shots, and Day will drive, and as she passes the ball off, foul is called on Captain Karimbu Roberts. It's only her 1st personal foul, so won't be too worried about that one, and it's only their 1st team foul, so probably actually not a bad foul to give. Day behind the 3-point line. Screen from Adegoke, rejects it, kicks Adegoke, swings, well, hands off, should I say, to Karpova, who stops and pops. 3-point is good. It's a 3-point lead to the Reading Rockets. And Cavaliers need a bucket and have had no solution to the Rockets 2-3 zone. Lots of flailing arms. And a foul is called on captain number 1, Karimbu Roberts, for inappropriate comments made to the refs. Looks like she showed a bit too much frustration, still talking to the referees. Adegoke and her having some words. So it'll be Karpova that gets the privilege of taking the 1 free shot at the line before possession will go back into the Cavaliers' hands. And it's now a 2-possession lead rather than just a 3-point lead. Quick shout out to coaches Miller and Hayfield assisting their teams today. Phil Hayfield in his 1st season with the Reading Rockets. Started off helping the under 10 girls have a good start to their season, and now helping out with the Division 1 women, using all of his knowledge and experience to help the girls. And Coach Patera Luque, of course, season-long injury. Guerrero Rainford makes the 3, and Jade Blackburn, season-long injury, still gets the opportunity to come and support her team, as she is someone that the team describes as a glue, someone that they absolutely love having in practice, and person really treasured by everyone in the squad, coaches and players alike. They can't get the step through to go. So 3-point game. Cavaliers with a chance to try and cut that down, and it's a travel called on Price as lifts her pivot foot up before the ball hits the floor. Karpova. Rainford splits the defense past Karpova, who misses another 3. Now, she's shot a lot better since the first half. She's 3 of 7 now, so 50% before that shot, and still someone that can make such a big difference if she can hit some threes, and averages only just under 9 points a game, but currently with 14 in this one. And Yasin Belmabai gets a really good box out inside to try and get the lob pass, gets the lob pass, but then loose hands and comes off her knee, and it'll be a Reading ball. So we've now got just a 3-point game. We had a tied one not too long ago, and now Rockets managing to get the advantage and possession. So a couple of points here could really increase the pressure the London Cavaliers are feeling if they can try and get an easy look. So that's an opportunity here for Coach Patera Luque to try and come up with an offense. Coach Robbie Connell called the timeout, so he clearly has some ideas to share. The Reading Rockets currently winning this quarter 18-11. Still 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in this quarter, and they've not scored more than 15 points in a quarter in the first half, so a really good offensive performance for them. Cavaliers currently the first time that they are down in a quarter. They were winning by 4 at the end of the first, and a tied game in the second quarter gave them their 4-point lead going into halftime. It is now the Reading Rockets with momentum. Still a few too many turnovers, 20 for the Reading Rockets and 21 for the Cavaliers, and it's very high for a game of this level. So both teams really putting the pressure on defensively, and it might be a 3-point advantage, but it isn't anymore as Karimba Roberts flexes her muscles, goes all the way to the rim, gets the layup and one. If she can get this free throw to go, it's now a tied game again. Neither team managing to hold a lead. Karimba Roberts misses, and it'll be a red ball as Teresa Jackson comes in early. Thompson kicks it back to Karpova, who switches it to Day. Day jabs hard, decides not to make use of the middle drive advantage. Goke leans into the screen for Karpova, creates good contact. Amber Thompson misses the 3 from the corner, can't get her own rebound. Jackson grabs it, stops, pivots, pass. Velma Bai passes ahead. No shot from Morrissey, she swings it to Teresa Jackson, who will shoot the 3, can't get it to go. And again, the Cavaliers really happy shooting from the 3-point line. They are 3 of 18 from behind the arc. Talking of threes, Karpova here, she's hit 3 in this one so far. And Tracy Adagoke goes all the way to the rim gets contact, makes the layup, and one. Goke misses. Inbound by comes up with it. Karimba Roberts gets loads of contact. Foul called. 2 shots. Foul is called on number 7, Chrissy Karpova. You see, he's just shuffling her feet. It's common for players to see, hold their hands up and say my hands were straight up, but she was moving as the contact happened and continued to move after the contact. So, good decision from both officials. And normally a call is right if both officials blow the whistle at the same time. And it's a turnover for the Rockets. Cavaliers ball. Might even be worth, we're talking about the importance of transition, but you wonder in a game like this, yes, if transition's easy and available, take it, but actually just almost walking the ball up the court a little bit more often, just to try and make sure you actually get a possession with both teams. And there's another one. It's a loose pass, and Thompson gets a tip, and it goes through the legs, coming off the ankle of Jackson, and it's back in possession of Reading Rockets. So, possession like this, no need to try and force anything. Just get the ball over the half, get yourself into the offense that you think is going to give you the most success, and just try and get 2 points on the board, but more importantly, get a shot off. Both teams with 48 field goals each. As the ball goes out of bounds and is caught by the Johnson family, who are in attendance supporting our Division 1 women today. Foul called on Adegoke. I'm not sure how much contact was made on that ball, that last drive, and thankfully we have a bit of a replay. Yeah, I was a little bit too slow to ask for that one. Felt Adegoke was minimal contact, if any, but referee Andrade is always really good official, an official we love. Have ref some of our junior and senior games here at JMA. Someone that absolutely takes so much pride in their refereeing. Karpova is going to get an easy layup off the turnover from Jackson. Good defense from Guerrero Rainford to force that. You've got to make sure when you're pressing, you defend really well, really disciplined. 5 team fouls for the home team, and that will be a backcourt and another turnover from Teresa Jackson. One-point game. 51-50. Just under a minute left on the game clock. Day jabs hard, uses the screen. Swings to Adegoke. Back to Day. Gets tangled up. It's a steal from Kumbodo. And then a foul called on number 10, Millie Day. And because of team fouls and the 5 team fouls we spoke about, it will be 2 shots and a 3rd personal foul on Day. So both teams with scoring going on, and 3 players of both teams in double digits. Price 10 points early in the first quarter, about the first 3 minutes, hasn't scored since, but gets the first free throw to go, so that puts her on 11. Delma by on 10. Karombo Roberts on 16 as Price gets the shot to go, and Coach Botero Luque will call a timeout as we look at the Reading Rockets stats. Karpova, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Does have 7 turnovers, but if can just manage those, a really good stat line there. So just want to try and keep the turnovers down for the last 11 minutes of this one. Day with Also 7 turnovers, but does have 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists to go with her 2 steals and 1 block. And off the bench, Guerrera Rainford, the always reliable Alicia Guerrera Rainford, with 12 points. 15 points to go with. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, only 1 turnover to go with 2 steals and 1 block. So just Alana Malone really with fouls to manage. She has 4. Day did just pick up her 3rd, so Coach Porteria Luque will just want to try and make sure that she doesn't pick another cheap one up with the last 43 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Alana Malone, I'm sure we'll see, stay out and saved for the 4th quarter, and a really good job on the defensive end outside of those 4 fouls. Cavaliers, meanwhile, with only 2s and 1s on the personal foul count. Everyone as well has now come into the game for both teams, so everyone on both sides has had the opportunity to make an impact, as it looks like the Cavaliers will come out in a 2-3 zone. So let's have a look at what Rockets are going to do to try and counter that. The Goke double team, loads of contact, but legal contact, so we'll get away with it. Guerrero Rainford on the floor, 5 players with hands on the ball. Amber Thompson goes out of bounds, and it will be with 26.8 seconds left on the game clock. A London Cavaliers ball, and head coach Robbie Connell very happy about that one. Gets a little bit of a telling off from the officials, as he'll pick up a warning. So I suppose we'll call that warning over passionate. Ball goes inside. Lovely look inside, but can't get the shot to go. Gets her a rebound and puts it back in. Gamu Nkombodo missed the first, gets her own rebound, gets the second layup to go, and Karpova drains the 3 from the corner as the buzzer goes 54-54. You can see corner ball just behind that side basket, but just drains the 3-point shot, and that will put her 4 of 8 from behind the 3-point line. And when you've got a player shooting 50% of 8 threes, it can make such a big impact to your offense. And in a tight, close-scoring game, both teams struggling to look after the ball, so every shot matters even more. And Karpova gets that 3 to go and gets her points up to 19. She starts to find a little bit of form in the last few Rockets games. So someone that you can draw a play for, but you can also just rely on a kick out just to be ready, hands ready to shoot. I wonder if Cavaliers will come back out in that 2-3 zone, or will they revert back to a man-to-man? Great to have some of you in the comment section. Wheelchair Basketball will be with you tomorrow, watching our amazing wheelchair team. Super talented athletes in that group. Let's go Rockets from under 12 girls head coach Tony Upfold. So Rockets will continue to run their 2-3 zone. Loads of success for them since going to 2-3. Struggled early in their man-to-man, but 2-3 zone is something that Cavaliers have struggled to try and find answers to. And Guerrero Rainford comes up with a steal in the low post. Lovely little hesitation dribble, gets past Teresa Jackson. Jackson manages to get back, get a hand on it. And the loose ball is picked up by Nkombodo. Good minutes from her so far. She's only been in for about 3 minutes, but has had a really good impact. And there she is again, gets the contact from Ada Koge, caught out of position, and 2 shots at the line for Gamu Nkombodo. She tries to add another couple of points. She got 2 already, a chance to get number 3 and number 4 here alongside her rebound. And does get the first to go. Came straight from a Division 2 fixture, so now making an impact in both Division 2 and Division 1 sides. Can't get the second to go, but it's the Cavaliers that came up with it, and it was Guerrero Rainford that had the last touch, so it's a Cavaliers baseline ball. Price. Wimber Roberts drives, kicked. Price. Bang! Drains the 3, a 4-point lead. Says whatever you can do, I can do better. If she manages to get another 3 added on to her tally. She's 3 of 9 from behind the arc in this one. Karpova, Adegoke, swings to Thompson. Cavaliers, a bit of a match-up zone here. Guerrero Rainford can't get the 3 to go. Karimba Roberts now, Cavaliers won't want to turn over here. They want to look after the ball, get a really good shot. Already a 2-possession game. If they can get a 2 or 3 here, get that lead up to 6 or 7, Jackson thinks she can be the one to do it. And nothing but air on the 3. Comes off. Okambodo off the box out for Millie Day. Day will now inbound the ball for Rockets as they have a chance to try and reduce this to a 1-possession game and get some of the odds back in their favour. Karpova drives. Bounce pass to Guerrero Rainford. Finds space. Weave. Loads of contact. 2 shots at the line. So we give you a replay here. And you see just manages to weave her way and manages to step through and find some space to get the shot up. As soon as you feel that contact, as soon as you think you've been fouled, important that you finish the play. Don't pass the ball. Don't pass the ball. It ends up being a baseline sideline. You take that shot, you get a couple of chances at the line, as Guerrero Rainford has benefited from. So that's another make for her at the free throw line and a 3-point advantage in favour of Cavaliers and as they have possession. Jackson offloads. Back to Jackson. Drives left, manages to throw it up with her left hand and swishes the left hand floater. Day will now take control of the possession. Goke ready to screen. See Cavaliers looking to trap as much as possible. They're looking to trap everything above the 3-point line. And it is the Cavaliers that come up with it. Jackson gets the shot to go, and that is big as they now have a 7-point lead, the largest lead we've seen in quite a while, since the first half even. And now the coach Botero Luque has no choice but to take his second timeout and try and come up with some solutions to what is going on court. And that gives me a little bit of time to give a little bit of a shout out to our table officials. We have JMA and Reading Rockets coach Jack Adams, who's come from assisting the under-18 Premier team today and had a win against the under-18 in the under-18 conference against the Bracknell Cobras. Joe McKinnon, one of his players, on the scoreboard for us. Licensed table official, always volunteering and helping out with our junior and senior games. Ian Shotter, a long-time supporter of the Reading Rockets club, always available on weekends, always helping out. His son, Kieran Shotter, doing loads of refereeing for the club as well. We've, of course, got Jack Johnson, part of the Johnson family, doing your live stats for you, which are available through the FIBA Live Stats. And James Waterhouse, one of the under-18 conference and JMA Academy players, is helping him spot the stats. He's Reading with a loose pass. Ali Rainford with a loose pass today, and it's tipped out by Karimba Roberts. So baseline ball for Rockets as they'll face against a man-to-man. Karpova fakes the screen, comes off Day, shoots the mid-range shot, no good from the corner. Karimba Roberts comes up with it, pass to Jackson. 24 tonners to 28 in this one, so Rockets become a little bit more loose with the ball. Cavaliers started to just look after it a bit more, get a few more shots off, and they've being rewarded with a 7-point lead because of it. A chance to extend that here. And it's blocked with 2 hands by Karpova. Karimba Roberts can't get the shot to go. And blocked inside. Shot clock has gone off, and it will be a Reading ball. Two minutes and 8 seconds in. Sorry, 2 minutes and 53 seconds in, and it's an 8-point-to-1 quarter. Rockets have only scored a free throw so far. Greer Rainford says, Charlie, you don't know what you're talking about. She drives, pivots, and makes the left-hand layup with ease. Some Spanish flair going on there with the footwork. Really important player for the Rockets this season. And Jackson dribbles out of bounds. Another loose turnover and another chance for Rockets to come back with this. So we've seen Cavaliers come out, a few cheap turnovers, a shot clock violation, and a step out of bounds. And now Rockets have a chance to get back that 7-point deficit that they suffered not too long ago after they were a little bit too loose with the ball in the start of the fourth quarter. Day, Greer Rainford drives, can't offload to Malone. Amber Thompson to Karpova. Karpova swings to Day. Day fakes, drives, stops, and gets called for a travel. Referee Andrade felt that she gathered a little bit too early there as she tried to delay and she picked the ball up. Great to have so many of you joining us. We've had over 30 on the stream so far, and we'll have many more watching after the live stream is finished. So to those of you that have joined us post game, amazing to have you. We hope that you are really enjoying the fixture as much as we are here at the John Majeski Academy, the home of the women's team. They do play some games at Loddon Valley, but JMA is their home. And Greer Rainford gets contact from Yassine Belmabai, and she'll get 2 shots at the line as she tries to improve her 3 of 6 free throw tally. And the first shot is good. And the second is good also. Cavaliers with a chance to try and get another couple of points on the board. They've had a bit of a scoring drought the last couple of minutes. Bryce. Jackson. Misses everything on the layup and knocks out of bounds. Reading ball. Greer Rainford misses the inside hand finish. Belmabai passes ahead. We haven't seen her for a while, but Barati is back in the game and couldn't get the right hand out to go, but Cavaliers come back up with it. Belmabai manages to go all the way to the basket, screams and one, but it's just the 2 points, and now a Reading Rockets ball. Day inside to Malone. Malone gets the layup. 61-64. Advantage, London Cavaliers in both score and possession. Here we go with a lovely little spin move. No good from Price. Managed to get the rebound off the mid shot from Karimba Roberts. And a foul is called on number 7, Chrissy Karpova. Her second personal foul, and there will be a sub made. And Karimba Roberts suffering from a bit of cramp as she shuffles her way off the court. And Emma Bush will come back in. Coach Robbie Connell deciding to add a little bit more size. Probably has a bit of a plan here as to what he wants. And it'll be a red ball on the baseline. Turnover from the Cavs. Karpova. Greer Rainford. Karpova. From the logo. Can't get the 3 to go. Bit of a heat check moment for her. Need to shoot from that far away. And there is a foul from Karpova as Teresa Jackson hits the deck. Coach Connell feels the foul was intentional and has asked for an unsportsmanlike foul. But it is a normal foul called. And a third personal foul on Chrissy Karpova. Probably not enough contact. It's a smart foul from Karpova. She's trying to stop the transition. They have fouls to give. So just sometimes when you're facing a transition, you feel you might be at a bit of a disadvantage. You take sort of a tactical foul, and as long as you try and make it look like you're going for the ball and the referees agree that that's what you were trying to do, they normally let you get away with it. Only time that changes if you're the last person back. If you're the last person, you've got to make sure that you don't foul until you're in legal guarding position. Any intentional foul results in unsportsmanlike. 2 shots and possession. That means for the team that benefits from the foul. With just 4 minutes and 35 seconds left, Coach Walterio Luque has used all 3 of his Reading Rockets timeouts, whereas the London Cavaliers still have 2 left to use sparingly in the last 4.5 minutes. 3-point advantage to the Cavaliers and a possession for them on the right sideline. Lots of perks of our JMA balcony, a really good viewing spot, but it's tough for us to show you the baseline, the sideline inbounds. What we do have, thanks to the wonderful Parker family, is a lovely little view from the baseline on our new baseline camera. As Belma Bai gets tied up, jump ball, back in possession of the Cavaliers. 3 Rockets getting their hands in, trying to make sure that the ball gets put back into the Reading Rockets possession, and Belma Bai misses. Ali Greer Rainford passes ahead to Karpova. Karpova back to Greer Rainford, drives down the gut, kicks the day, wide open for 3, decides to drive, wait for close out and drive, hits the mid-range, off the left-hand dribble. 1-point game and another big shot from Millie Day. What an impact she has had this season. 12 points in this one and just under 11 points average on the season. Real example of what can happen if you go to Dice Academy such as Scumajase Academy. She's someone that works hard, trains twice a day or almost 5 days a week, and you can see the benefit that's had on her game. Similar for Tanya Cal-Dillon, limited minutes as she's in her first year and only had 6 so far in this one, but a player that I'm sure next year will be really important in the women's Rockets ladies team, senior team. Day passes ahead, decides to shoot, does Greer Rainford. Way off on that one, and Thompson couldn't quite get her hands on the rebound. It would be a Cavaliers inbound and a 1-2-1-1 press for the Rockets. And the mid-range J is no good. Belma Bai gets fouled by Day. That will be her 4th personal foul, so some foul trouble for her to manage. And 2 shots at the line for Belma Bai. Oh, my apologies. Looks like it was called on somebody else. 2 personal fouls held up. Maybe I've miscounted. No, it is called on Day. Apologies, it's Alana Malone that's on the 4 fouls. Day only on her 2nd. So we go to our baseline cam action. Belma Bai will try and make this 2 from 2, and she does. So 14 points to go with her 9 rebounds. 1 rebound shy of that big double-double. A real good impact she's had today, along with her 4 turnovers. And it's a big 3-point shot from Christina Karpova. And you see a lovely little replay. I'm not sure what the call is here. The 3 points is good, I can tell you that. It's a tied game at 66 apiece. Reading cannot afford a bad run as they've got no timeouts left to manage those runs. And it's a really loose pass from Karumba Roberts, her 4th turnover. And ball back in possession of Reading Rockets. And could we have another Reading Rockets advantage here if they can get a basket to go here? Day, nothing but backboard on the layup. And a pass ahead to Barati and a bit of a spin left hand Globetrotters finish. She gets the English to go. Foul called. And that puts both teams on 4 team fouls. Sante Mooney will come back into the game as they come in for Emma Bush. She's had a rebound to her name so far. Both teams will be starting to try and put their closers in here, if you like. The players they think can win them the game, and the ones they want to finish off the last 3 minutes as they just about hits front rim. Foul called on Malone, and not only will that be team fouls and 2 shots at the line, but it will also mean that Alana Malone is out of the game. She's really unhappy with the call. I think she feels there's been a couple that were called against her, and she's now done for the game. And thank goodness that Safi Jarju is okay, as she will come back in and see if she can finish off the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Have to see how that knee feels. Someone that has to manage injuries, and she does such a great job of that. Keeps herself able to play by really looking after her body. First shot is good from Karumba Roberts. 17 points for her. She is 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Great job from the Cavaliers. 21 of 27. And now 22 of 28. As they have been brilliant from the free throw line. Only 7 of 12 from the free throw line of the Reading Rockets. Not had as many opportunities at the rim, and a lovely crossover gets Mooney off balance. Dave in was a bit of a loose pass, and Price can't get the easy 2 to go. They do have a 4-point advantage, but now Rockets looking to try and return this to a 1-possession game as we're about to head into the last 2 minutes. Crunch time here at the John Jace Academy. Graham Rainford gets contact, shoots, can't get the shot to go. So she'll have 2 shots at the line. Make sure you have a look at the Reading Rockets schedule available on the Reading Rockets Instagram page. Pinned at the start of each month is the monthly fixtures. You can also, of course, find the fixtures on the Basketball England website. Have a look at when your Division 1 women's team are playing here at John Majeski Academy. Graham Rainford makes the first. Free entry, a chance to come on the balcony. We've got some under 10s and under 12 girls here on the balcony with us, as they are making as much noise as possible in support of the Reading Rockets, and a good fan base with 10 Valleys Cavaliers here as well. Graham Rainford comes up with it, misses the layup. Good job from Karumba Roberts just to put her off with some waving hands. Safi Jarju misses the layup. Barati passes to Yasin Belmabai, misses the shot. And Jarju comes up with it. 3-point game, 67-70. Guerrero Rainford swings to Jarju. To Day. Day, wide open, decides not to shoot. Has the mismatch with Belmabai, decides to pass it up. Karpova, Barati all over her, hounding her. Karpova managed to drive, fakes the pass, goes all the way to the basket, misses. Day with 3 seconds on the shot clock, gets blocked, out of bounds, and it is a London Cavaliers ball. Barati. Belmabai. Now on that double-double. Kicks it out to Barati for three. Can't get it to go. Day passes ahead. Chrissy Karpova. Back to Day. Day swings to Jarju. Jarju screen for Guerrero Rainford. Decides to play 1v1, but Mooney manages to get their hands in. Day wide open under the basket. Breakdown from the Cavaliers. 1 point game. Timeout. London Cavaliers 70-69. And a breakdown defensively from the London Cavaliers. 69-70. Both teams having to manage team fouls. So both coaches will be thinking about when they're going to use any intentional fouls to try and force 2 shots at the line and maybe manage the game clock. Again, Rockets with no more timeouts as we head into the last 51.2 seconds. Cavaliers do have 1 more available after this. So if I have a think, what would you be saying if you are the coaches right now? What would your message be if you're Reading Rockets down by 1, just had a layup under the basket? Are you pressing? Are you half court? Are you man? Are you zone? Coach Connell's just called the timeout. He'll have only ideas of what Coach Portero Luque is asking his team to do. He doesn't know if he needs to be talking about a press, if he needs to be talking about zone offense, man offense. What he does have is in the last 2 minutes is the luxury of choosing if he'd like to inbound the ball from the back court or the front court, and with the modern day rules, he can also choose if he would like to inbound the ball from the left side of the court or the right side of the court. So lots of decisions to be made by Coach Robbie Connell. He's going to advance the ball. He's going to choose the left side of the court. Probably means that he's going to go to some kind of pick and roll or post action where the player prefers either to be on the left side of the court when they post up, or a pick and roll to put a player on their dominant right hand. So things for coaches to think about when you have the side out of bounds. Price swings. Kalimba Roberts decides not to pass inside. Back to Price. Into Mooney. Mooney fakes, pivots, gets blocked, and Belma gets a layup down by 3. That's a big shot. You'll see Barati really close to Karpova, giving her no space to catch. So that does mean there's a lot of space at the rim. If Rockets can get a back cut, a drive, or maybe a screen and roll, Karpova want to stay near the corners to make sure there is no help. Guerrero Rainford loses the ball, gets stripped, hits a knee, goes out of bounds. So 20 seconds left. Rockets will either have to steal the ball or foul. Rockets' last 2 results, both being really close, single-digit losses. They won't want another one. As Thompson gets fouled, Kalimba Roberts goes to the floor. Cavaliers feel that Karpova threw to the ground, but referees feel that the contact was exaggerated. So Thompson comes up with it, gets fouled. 2 shots at the line. 1 would make it a 2-point game. 2 would make it a 1-point game. So she'll want to make either both of these and then maybe try and steal or foul, or one and maybe try and get the rebound. A bit of a risky tactic that, with the London Cavaliers being a lot bigger and physically stronger than the Reading Rockets. So Thompson makes the first 2-point game. Second one is good. 1-point game. Timeout, London Cavaliers. Big decision for Coach Robbie Connell to make here. Does he choose to inbound the ball in the backcourt? If the answer to that is yes, what he does have is a 24-second shot clock. What that does is it means that Reading would either have to steal the ball or foul. Meanwhile, if Coach Connell advances the ball to the front court, their shot clock is just 14 seconds, which means that would leave time for Reading to secure the ball and go and have a go at the offensive end. So questions to be answered here. Does he inbound the ball in the backcourt and force Reading into fouling, or does he inbound the ball in the front court? In which case, what will Coach Joan Portero Luque decide? Will he want his team to foul so they've got plenty of time on the shot clock after the second free throw, or will he see if they can try and get a defensive stop, keep it at a 1-point game, and try and get some kind of success at the other end of the floor? Let's have a look. crew chief referee Haitong. We're about to ask the question to Coach Robbie Connell about side and location. And he will advance the ball, and it will be on the left side of the court. So Subu Barati, impressive game, not scored too well, but has had really good stat line across the board and defended really hard, really well. Belma just absolutely floors Guerrero Rainford, but no moving screen called. Price. And they do decide to foul. Probably a little bit late there. You even need to foul early in the shot clock. By the time they foul, there's only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. So Cavaliers would have been forced into a shot or a turnover by a shot clock violation, and that would have given Reading plenty of time. But they do now have 8 seconds. And Teresa Jackson makes the first. 7 points to her name now to go with her 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Second shot. If she makes it, Rockets need a 3. If she misses, they only need a 2. She does miss, but Rockets will have to foul because Karimbu Roberts comes up with the offensive rebound. That was the worst possible outcome for Reading. And Mia Thompson will have to come in. So it's a 2-point. Karimba Roberts needs to make 1 to secure the fact that it can't be a loss. And she does have the first one. Now, if she makes this game is pretty much done. It's very hard without a timeout and the opportunity to advance the ball. If she misses, Rockets need to get that ball down the floor in 6 seconds and have to hit a 3. She makes it, and that should be all she wrote. Cavaliers have the opportunity to foul if they wish. They'll choose not to. Guerrero Rainford will have to go all the way to the basket, misses the layup, and that is it. London Cavaliers will win at the John Majewski Academy 75-71. And what a great end to this one we have had. Leading all scorers is Kristina Karpova with 22 points, 5 of 10 from behind the 3-point line. 21 points goes to Guerrero Rainford off the bench to go with her 6 rebounds and 5 assists and 4 steals. Fantastic stat line for her. Probably an MVP performance from the Reading Rockets side of camp. Meanwhile, Karimba Roberts leads all scorers with 20. She'll get the MVP award for this one, as she also chipped in with 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. But noticeable contribution from Price with 10 points in the first couple of minutes and finished the game with 15, and a big double-double from Yasin Belmabai, who finished on 16 and 12. Thank you all very much for joining us on stream. It's been a pleasure to have you, and we look forward to those of you that will join us post-game on the rerun of the game on YouTube. Been our pleasure. I've been Charlie Haynes. Thank you very much, and see you at the next one.